Hey, live. Let me make sure my volume is up. Yep. Okay. My name is Teresa Micheletti, and this site is called Take What Rings True. And the whole idea is I'm going to share spiritual thoughts, and you can take what rings true to you and let the rest go. You don't need to believe anything I say. So today I'm going to talk about spiritual lights and colors, which I love because it's so easy to send people energy, to send people protection. And all you have to do is just mentally think about it and send it. Or you can say it out loud and ask the angels to send it. But you are a creator. You yourself are creator. And you can send energy just by thinking about it. So, spiritual lights. Mentally, you can send this light to someone, or you can ask them to do it for themselves. You can explain what colors they might want to use. So, my favorite one is, well, I have lots of favorites. My favorite one at the moment is pink light, and that is the light, the frequency, the energy of God's love. I'm going to talk about God. You can talk about source, universe, consciousness, whatever you want to call the energy that creation is. If you send pink light out, you're sending love. So I think of a bubble of pink light and send it to my friends, my family. You can send it to everyone in the world. If someone does not want to accept that, that's fine. It goes to the next person who would like love. They may get a double dose if you send it to everybody. So try sending out pink light. So, right now, think of who would like some love. Who would like a little bit of additional love right now to feel better or just to be surrounded by it? Send it out. Send out that love to someone. It doesn't matter if they know about it or not. You can just send it out and explain to people that they can send out pink light. And that's God's love. That's the energy, the frequency of God's love. The next one that I like to do is white light, which is all the colors are joined together and makes white light. If you look at a prism, the white light goes in, and then all the colors of the rainbow come out. So, white light is protection. It's also called the Holy Spirit because it's representational and actually the Holy Spirit. A group of wonderful healers and I get together once a month. And one time the Holy Spirit came in and spoke to us. I never thought of the Holy Spirit being sentient and like an entity that could actually talk to you, but they can. And it was very refreshing, very wonderful, very fun, and something to think about. So, white light is for protection, and it's just a nice thing to put around yourself every day. And you can send it to people to protect them, your loved ones, your friends, your family. If their soul does not want to accept it, it will go to the next person who does. Emerald green. My aura is emerald green, and that's because I'm a healer. You have a natural emanation, a color that's your aura, and then you can call on other lights. You can call on the white light of protection to be around you in a bubble. You can call upon the pink light of God's love to be around you in a bubble. So make a parfait, of different bubbles around you that you would like for each day. So take some time to take care of yourself each day. And it's always nice if you have a routine so you remember to do it. Maybe as soon as you wake up, or maybe when you're taking a shower, or maybe when you are brushing your teeth. But if you think of that, then you can add the colors that you want around you that day. You can also wear those colors to reflect. So if you want more healing, you might want to wear emerald green. If you want to have protection, you might want to wear white. It doesn't make it that color, it's the intention. you're sending out that energy. So, emerald green is for healing. It's also rejuvenation. And a lot of us would like more prosperity. So think of surrounding yourself with emerald green for prosperity. Think of it reflecting back and bringing money to you that you need for your survival, that you need to help others. It also helps to protect from psychic attack. All energy is energy, but we think of it sometimes as there's negative energy and positive energy. It's all energy. But you can put the intention out there that if you're feeling negativity, then you might use emerald green to neutralize it. It's a protection. So we talked about pink light as love. It can also be for rejuvenation and to feel more youthful, to feel more energized, to feel more loved. And everybody wants to be loved. So sending out pink light is a good thing. And if you send it out every day, it helps to calm people, helps them to feel worthy, helps them to feel part of the whole, part of the universe, part of the connection to each other. It helps, it's like a sigh. It helps people to drop away some of the negativity that they're feeling and the silliness that we go through each day of, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not getting approval, whatever it is that your mind is playing. Surround yourself with pink light and you'll feel better. And let go of those thoughts that don't need to be there. I've told you before about my mentor Rahim, who said to wear a rubber band, but you can wear an elastic bracelet and snap it. When you have thoughts that you don't want, that are negative thoughts, then you can like snap the bracelet or just like, no, say to yourself, no, I'm not accepting that thought. That's not my reality. Make it so that you feel good today. So surround yourself with pink light and help yourself feel better about yourself and about the world. Okay, gold light is representing spirituality, the Christ consciousness. Christ may not be your avatar, may not be your master teacher. Maybe it's someone else. It can still be that golden light that represents the consciousness of spirituality. Also, it's good for energy renewal and nerve health. When angels heal you, and you must give angels permission to heal you, they will not enter your energy unless they have permission. They will take away negativity, they will take away negative emotions, and then they fill that void with golden light. Sometimes they might fill it with another color, but they fill it often with golden light because it brings up your spirituality and it renews your energy. All right. The next one, which I use when there are people trying to sell me stuff that I don't want, like a timeshare. I already have timeshares. I don't need another timeshare. Or people who are doing high pressure sales. I surround them with purple light around their head. And then one time I was visiting with a friend and we went to a presentation and they were trying to sell me something I did not want. So I surrounded them with purple light. And the guy said, well, to tell you the truth, well, to be honest with you, because purple light is for correct thinking. It's also for connection to spirit and helps to uplift you. So use purple light. It's you can put it around someone's head or their mouth for truth. It helps your endocrine system. It flames out to neutralize. You know, there's the purple flame meditations, and people talk about the purple flame. We'll use purple to help neutralize. And the best crystal to use, we've been told, is amethyst, and that's purple. You can use it for protection. If someone you know needs protection, Then you can send them white light. You can also send them purple light. Even just put a picture of them and cover it with a purple cloth or put a purple candle next to it. It's the intention. You aren't covering them with a purple cloth. It's the intention of sending out that frequency of energy, which just makes them feel better. And isn't that what we want to do? We want to make people feel better. We want our family and friends to feel good about being on this earth plane and living this life that we're living, where we have lessons to learn, and some of them are difficult. And so we want to smooth the way. You're smoothing the way for people. So purple light is a good one to use. Okay, another favorite. I guess all of them are pretty much my favorite. Blue light of tranquility. If you think of sky blue, a beautiful blue sky, that sky blue can bring tranquility and calming. And it's also for people who are mentally dealing with something. So it helps with mental health and to balance you. It helps people who are addicted to something. It relieves stress. It can also flame to burn out illness and neutralize negativity. So, a number of colors will help with neutralizing negativity that you feel. But blue is nice to burn out illness. So, if you think of the blue being the color on a candle, if you look at a candle flame, there's different colors. There's the white part, there's a blue part, there's orange, there's yellow. But the white hot part, the really hot part, is a whitish blue of the flame. Now, if you think of surrounding someone with a blue flame, not hot to them, but cool to the touch, but it burns out negativity. It neutralizes it. And I'd like to use that instead of sending someone, they're feeling bad, so they're mentally attacking me. I don't want to mentally attack them. I want the negativity to just drop and be calm and clear again. So I like using that blue flame. I make it a wall of blue flame, or I surround people with a bubble of blue flame. You can also surround yourself with a bubble of blue flame, so anything that comes toward you gets neutralized. And then you don't have to worry about it. I make that part of my everyday thing. I think I've told you about this before. So I write down all the things that I want each day. And that's my mantra for that morning. And then I use a code word, code blue. And when I say code blue, it means all of the things that I want, all the protections, the white light around me, the pink light around me, the emerald green light around me, the white blue flame bubble around me. All those things can be put in place by just using a code word or a code phrase. So you sit down and you write down what you want. What do you want for this life? What do you want to have every day of tools, spiritual tools? And then use a code word or a code phrase. So mine's code blue. So orange flame or orange lights. If you send out orange, that saffron orange that monks wear, Tibetan monks wear that orange color, and it's a healing color. It can also bring you energy and rejuvenation. So if you're feeling down, you're tired, surround yourself with some orange light. It also helps with bladder problems and vaginal infections. It's also great for people who are having mental health issues. Send them orange light. I talked about that when I talked about God's rays, which are frequencies. And some of these are the same, but there's others. The silver light. The silver light calls on the mother goddess, and you should not use it every day. Silver light is for dire situations, like you're going to court, you're having custody issues, you need to deal with a judge or you need to deal with the government, call on the silver light. If you're doing a project and you're not getting anywhere and people are blocking you, call on the silver light. What happens is the mother goddess comes, her angels come, and lots of helpful spirits. Your solar plexus emits silver light. It's part of your connection to God. Your connection to God. You are connected to God. If you saw the movie Lucy, there's one scene where she's in a car and she can see all the strands of people's connections to God or to Source. You see a light or a band of color that goes from the person up to the heavens. So that's my favorite scene in that movie, Lucy. Silverlight. I've called on Silverlight. I was trying to do a conference at Asilomar, and my mentor, Sylvia Brown, had died. And so some people weren't coming and things weren't coming together. And I was having trouble with the people at the conference site. And it was just a big mess. I couldn't use my computer. Things were not working. So I called in the silver light and things just calmed down. I know somebody told me that they had seen centurions protecting my computer. Centurions. So call on the silver light when you're in a dire situation and you need like the troops. Call on it. Okay, silver blue is something you should use every day. A silvery blue color is protection. Like a lot of people think of armor. So you think of Joan of Arc's armor, King Arthur's armor, and put yourself in that armor. There's an old time movie with Cary Grant where he's talking on stage and this teenager adores him. So she sees him in this armor that's shining. There's light coming from it. Well, that's what I think of when I think of the silvery blue color. So if you think of like Joan of Arc's armor or King Arthur's armor and it glows, then you're protected by that silvery blue color. It's almost like a metallic cocoon that comes around you and also negates negativity. So if you don't want to use the white blue flame, you could use the armor or the silvery blue color around you. And you can choose whichever one you want. You can have all the protections around you. So choose the ones that you want, the spiritual lights that would help you. Red. Now, red, you need to be careful of. Red helps if you have arthritis. It relieves tiredness. If you put it through your adrenal gland, think of it going through your adrenal gland and your circulatory system. You have red blood that goes through there. So think of that being a light that goes through you. It's great to wear to bed. It helps with your arthritis when you're sleeping. But be careful during the day wearing it. A friend of mine, I've talked about this before, I believe, a friend of mine had gone to visit her relatives in Germany, and she was wearing a red jacket. Well, she kept getting into arguments with her family. And I believe it was because of the red jacket that she was wearing. It brings emotion up. So if you're in a passionate situation, you might want to wear a red dress. You might want to feel that passion and elicit that passion, get that passion going. So red is really good if you want to be in an emotional state, like passion. But it's also good for arthritis, for tiredness. But be aware that it can also bring the not so great emotions like anger and negative passion and irritation. So I wouldn't be wearing an all red outfit to work. So I talked about the blue flame already. That's one of my favorites. And I love putting up walls of blue flame around just to neutralize everything and make people feel better. So think of these lights. And I know I can put the poster up about these lights on Facebook, so I'll put it in the comments. And when I figure out how to do it on YouTube, I'll put it there too. So there's a synopsis poster that has the spiritual lights and colors. I hope you will consider trying to use these colors, telling people about the colors. I remember when I was working in a school, people would ask me about, well, what can they do about blah, blah, blah? And I would pick the appropriate color and explain to them how to use it. And they could use it themselves. It's kind of a nice, easy thing to share with people because every one of us is electrical. We're energy. And you're in control of your own electrical body. And these colors vibrate and can make your life a bit easier. So put these lights around you, put them within you, send them to others, tell people about them. Now, you probably aren't going to tell everyone you know because everyone you know is not going to be comfortable using spiritual lights. And that's okay. Remember, if you send light to someone and their soul doesn't want it, it will go to the next person around who does want it and their soul desires it. For instance, if someone was very ill and was choosing to exit this world, they might not want to accept the emerald green light. But most everyone would accept the pink light of God's love. So you might want to think about sending out bubbles of pink light. And it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you've done something, especially in this chaotic world right now. Sending out pink light to everybody, it's like, okay, I've done my good deed for the day, and it's a nice thing to do. So send out that pink light today. If you have questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next week for Take What Rings True, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Thanks for joining me. Oh, by the way, I'm in Las Vegas. I'm presenting at a conference. So that's why I'm in a hotel room. So have a great day, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.